forwards are Hayward and Washington. And it's Wilcox in at the 5 spot. Pass to Barrett. The 3. It's good from long range.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. You have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, thanks. We appreciate the report. They're in a tough spot to try to figure out how to slow down those shooters, GA.
Yeah, it's going to take a great defensive effort from all 5 guys. Should be fascinating to watch.
Well, you know what? I think they've got to run guys off their spots, to your point. Make them work hard for every opportunity they get.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Hayward outside. The feed now to Wilcox. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down. Well, it's no secret that MP was a very controversial pick, Greg, by this team. The debate between him and Shep Owens will be argued for a long time, I'm sure.
And you can see both sides of the argument. A player who does the little things versus an athletic monster with upside. The fan base, though, has made it pretty clear they want it on. And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
Robinson with the block. Barrett against Hayward. Barrett, no good. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Washington. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
Brunson scanning the floor. Now the pass to Barrett. 3-pointer. And the Knicks miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the basket is good. Wilcox has got his 2nd bucket. It seems everyone wants a piece of MP. It was announced Mobile One will run a campaign centered all around him.
And hard to ignore the star power that MP has started to build. From his time in college until now, he's becoming a household name.
Now Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And Rozier pulls it down. Outside ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Rozier against quickly. And Paul with the block.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
Here's Wilcox. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
First time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better. That could make it easier down the road.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the stage, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Fournier's checked in for Quickly. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Washington. Outside Fournier. Pass to Rose. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Barrett. McDaniels defending.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
Rose passes to Fournier. And that time, also a missed shot. Hornets leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Oubre. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Clark, do you think losing a play-in game 2 years in a row has a lasting effect?
Oh, I think it definitely does, Kevin. Has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs like the Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
Top and inside. Off target at the rim. Oubre outside. Rose against Smith. Here's Wilcox. The shot comes out, and New York will come the other way. For 3, Barrett. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his first foul.
4th team foul.
Here's Richards. Oubre outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Oubre's got 5.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Toppin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
2 minutes.
Outside Rose. Pass to Barrett. They need this one. Cans it from downtown. He has 6.
Just 2 for 8 here in the early going. Maybe that bucket will help them build a little momentum and some confidence.
To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Smith dishes to Wilcox. Off target with the jump hook.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early.
Substitution on the court.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Knicks ball.
Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Fournier in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Brunson, no good. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They've led by as much as 10. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
faster quickly. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on Terry
First team
Rozier.
foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there.
Two shots.
He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And New York making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. A big block there in this close game.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then threw the foul.
Washington.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, Hayward's really an outstanding athlete, a sneaky good athlete. He's creative at using his physical abilities to draw fouls inside.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, after suffering a grisly foot injury in 2017, nobody would have blamed Gordon Hayward if he walked away from basketball entirely.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. That one no good. Excellent D there from Wilcox.
And what you admire about Hayward is his resiliency. He's had to battle to get back on the floor, and boy, is he still playing.
All credit to him, Greg. I mean, he's still contributing at a very high level, and just the sacrifice and the journey he's taken coming back from injury to be as productive as he is now. I mean, this is a guy you can still count on to get you big buckets when you need him. He's a real quality wing player.
Without Rel, MP has been playing lately.